welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Green. I am Toni Green, the Psychic Medium. Hey, crazy lady. Thanks for joining the show on Podbean. Just a couple little announcements to start the show off. First and foremost, you can watch the show live on YouTube or Podbean. You can call in on Podbean. You can call in or you can put a question in the chat on YouTube or Podbean. You got what I need. And because my mind went blank, I decided to just start to sing. Oh, fudge a nudge. Okay, let's start again. um Husa. Okay, if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. Make sure your question is a very clear, concise question about life, love, career. No health questions. And make sure, please make sure that if you are asking to connect with a loved one, you give me their first name and their relationship to you. That's all I need. And if you have a question, you put it in the exact same message. Um, no timeline questions. I can answer timeline questions and health questions. I cannot do it on air. If you have a timeline question, what's going to happen over the next 6 months, or you have a lot of questions, or you have something private that you don't want everyone to know about, you can book a private session with me. All the information is in the description. You can go to my website. Everything's there that you need to book that session. I do private sessions for hypnosis, healing, readings, and channelings, guided meditations, and guided healings as well. So if you are interested in something private for any of that, you can go straight over to my website, tonig.info. All the information is there. Next, the show does go live on WSCS. Thank you, WSCS, and all of your affiliate channels, streaming channels, and podcasts. Rude Rangers TV. Thank you, Rude Rangers TV. All your affiliate channels, streaming channels, podcasts, and radio stations. What else? Let me look at my notes. I go live every Monday at noon. And right now, the Wednesday show, I'll announce on Monday when the Wednesday show is going to be, or the second show is going to be, because my schedule's been just a little bit crazy. I've had a lot going on, just so much going on. And I think that's it. I have 7 books I've authored, written. They're in a link. You can go to my authors page on Amazon if you're interested in any of my books. But we are doing a book club every Tuesday at noon for this book. This one right here. Don't look at my nails. I chop them off right now because I'm in a writing stage and I can't. How do people use a computer with really long nails? I can barely type with like no nails. I don't understand. Okay, back to this. What if a transformational guide, and next week we go through one question every week, and next week's question, and I love this question, what if angels are real and are ready and waiting to help you? So during the show, we will discuss everybody's thoughts and opinions on that. And we're not, even though I say angels, different beliefs have different things, like saints, or like in Indian culture, they believe in like gods like Ganesh and such. So all of that. And then what does that change? And how do you believe you have to work with angels if you believe in them? So we're going to discuss all of that Tuesday at noon. What if a transformational guide? This book is designed, every single question in here was channeled through me for you to this book. And it's designed to open your mind, to open the possibilities, what you think is possible, what you believe you can accomplish, what you believe exists here, and what exists for you. It is 100% designed, this book is 100% designed to help you evolve and expand in your way. It's not to tell you how to think. And the show, the podcast, the book club, the online book club is not to tell you how to believe either. It's everybody sharing, well, if this is the case, then this is what I would do or how I would do it, or I believe this or I don't. I believe this instead. That is what the book club is for, because I believe in every opinion and every thought and every share. Critical, life changing information can come out that can help people expand and heal. And I also believe, just a personal thought, once we heal, we we are like the captain of our universe. Excuse the hokey term, but we're like the captain of our universe. We can accomplish anything. Okay, so that is Tuesday at noon. Alrighty, I am going to. Oh, you guys, one of my friends, and there's actually two of them. They're a couple. They're married. They opened a restaurant in North Carolina, and I am going to hype it all I can. I'm going to do everything to hype their restaurant because it's beautiful and it's good and it's Indian food. Um, it's called Kara. I'm probably saying it wrong. Kaara. And I will tell you, before I added an S to the end of it, and I was wrong. That is not the name. I'm going to bring this a little bit close up so you can see the address. I hope you can see it, and the phone number. It is. It's brand new. They have an event room. If you're in North Carolina and you have a wedding or a birthday or a big celebration, anniversary, any celebration, they have a beautiful event room that you can hold events in. And I'm when I saw the event room, I it it's so gorgeous. I just started like almost crying. It was so pretty. Um, so yes, it's and the food. Oh my gosh, it's like edible art. Yummy edible art. I don't think yummy is the word they would want me to use, but it's so yummy, so good. So if you're in the area, you're going through the area, or you're near the area, it is worth the extra whatever you would have to go to be at to experience kata. I'm trying to say it with an accent, thinking that's going to make it the right way to say it. It's probably not. Just saying. Okay, I did songs this morning on TikTok, and I did a healing and a card pull. And now, and so I think I did names. I don't even know anymore. It was 10 minutes ago. That feels like a lifetime ago. Now I'm going to do a little more. If anything else comes through, I'm going to give it to you guys. So, first, I'm going to put it all together: songs, names, confirmations, anything that comes through. If it resonates with you, it resonates with you. I'll get to that. I'll get to that, I promise. You guys think I'm the boss of my show? I am not. They want me to give a message first that I was supposed to give on Monday. And you can hear the stress coming in my voice over this message. So, you know, if you know, you know. It's kind of a big message. And the reason I don't want to give it is because I want to give it. I do, but my show is always getting doxxed and they're always shadow banning me because I'm a truth speaker. Um, Here we go. I'm going to kind of allow them to channel it So, for those of you bots or people that are watching the show, this is coming straight from above. Okay, so if you dox it, God's gonna get you. I'm kidding. Um, it's imperative that you know at this time that the crimes against humanity are being taken care of, and those committing them are being held responsible, accountable, and dealt with in the appropriate ways as we deem. You may or may not realize there have been many tribunals going on for quite some time. These tribunals have been being held in places that some are aware of, but most are not. These tribunals have been being held very secretly. These tribunals have been being held very secretly, purposefully, and with many notable people, those that you would deem as the elite or the famous. You may think that many things have changed due to certain circumstances, but the reason these circumstances have come about is because they are changing everything behind the scenes. People that you believe have moved to other countries may no longer be with this plane because of tribunals. As many of you know, those of you who know, these people were doing, man, my whole body's shaking as I say this. You don't even know how afraid I am to say this stuff right now. These people have been, many of them have been gone for quite some time, and you may not be aware of it. Lookalikes may have taken their places, imitations, imposters may be pretending to be them. We are here to let you know that those who commit the most heinous crimes against the most innocent are and will be punished. You may not know of this immediately. You may never find this out. It may never be announced on public platforms to avoid the chaos it may cause, but it is going on. They are handling it. And if you are one of the perpetrators, you may be next. I'm ending it there. I am not saying another word. But I will do this for you. If you put a name in the chat, I will say yay, alive, nay, not alive. Yay is for alive, nay is not for alive. They've already been dealt with. So, for example, Rebecca, nay. And that's on Podbean. Rebecca put somebody in Podbean, nay. Um, and I will tell you, I'm going to say one that I know of that shocks everybody and nobody believes me. Mr. Floyd, yay. Mr. Epstein, yay. Believe it or not, I'm still shaking. I need to calm down. More caffeine will help me calm down. Okay, let's get to the show. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. Like, do you ever get that shaking where your whole stomach is just like shaking? Because I know, you know what I know? I know some people think, I know, here's what I know. This is so uncomfortable for some people, especially the things these people do. It's so uncomfortable for some people. They are not they don't want to know about it, so they'll say I'm crazy, which is fine. I've been called crazy all my life. And also that just discussing this stuff is so taboo. And there's a reason they try to keep it very quiet. There's a reason they went from big movies in movie theaters to new people being in Netflix. So if you give me names, I will tell you yay or nay. There's no such thing as, well, there's a such thing as astronauts, but it's not what you think. They don't do what they say they're doing. Hollywood is awesome. It can create anything. Hollywood is awesome. It can create anything. Crazy lady, that's for you. Um, hey, Aries life, Aries for life. She says, um, is Nell considering the next steps towards this connection, us moving together? He's been hinting, and I believe he'll be leaving soon. Please, I rarely catch you live. And then I did ask her a follow up question. La 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 la. And I want to see what I asked her when he was considering leaving. He has to help family out, I was told. So he has to move. And I asked her, how do you know when he's leaving? Approximately in about 2 months or a month and a half. He has to fix his car first. Okay. Aries for life. He's going there first and then Atlanta, but keeps hinting about Atlanta with me. Um, if that makes sense. It does make sense. Thank you. Okay, Aries for life. I'm going to say this to you, and I want you to completely, I'm going to tell you what angels are telling me. You have free will. You can do what you want. First and foremost, okay. Um, he knows how you feel about him. He knows you're digging him. He knows you like him. If he was wanting you to go with him, he would be taking those steps to completely let you know so you could prepare for it. Okay? That's number one. He would be complete saying, "Hey, I'm going. Um, so let's start making plans. What areas, what things do you want?" And then you could start preparing. Nobody can just uplift their life in a second to move and relocate across a city, state, whatever it is, or two states. Second, and really important, don't, if he needs his car fixed or anything, don't assist in whatever he needs to get done, what he needs to get done. So for example, if he needs his car fixed, he's like, "Could you help me out? We're going to be going together." Don't assist. He's a full grown boy. And I don't want him to breadcrumb. I'm not saying he is. I don't want him to breadcrumb you and get things out of you, get you to help him, and then like, bye bye. I don't want that for you. If you're not sure, and Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. She says, I just don't understand the hinting. I'm sure when he's hinted, you've confirmed. You've said something to the effect of, that would be good, or you've confirmed that it would be okay. As many of you know, I was dating a guy. He was relocating. He was a surgeon, and he did. He looked at me. He said, "Would you go to Texas with me? If I end up in Texas, would you go to Texas with me?" I just said nothing. I didn't know how. I didn't. It wasn't him. That was a lot. That was a lot in a moment, like out of the blue, like just all of a sudden. If I end up, but here's the thing: if he was going to New Orleans, I wasn't invited. Okay. Mm. But if he ended up in Texas, I'm invited. Who's in New Orleans, babe? Babe, who's in New Orleans? She was a bodybuilder. She was hot. Anyway, back to you, Aries for life. Um, he knows how you feel. He knows you would go. If he was secure in what he wanted with you and it was for you to go, he would have invited. He would be not hinting, but stating. Now, the way you can say this, and I'm very, very pro put the direct question out there. Put the absolute direct question out there. And I'm going to say this again, and please don't be offended. Nobody, please be offended at the directness of this next statement. If you're comfortable enough to drop your drawers and let a guy want you, you should be comfortable enough to say anything you need to say or ask to this guy. If you're comfortable enough to let a man or a woman share fluids with you, you should be able to ask them any question. When was your last bowel movement? When was this? When was that? You should be so unbothered by asking them anything at that point. You should just be able to say, now, the reason we don't ask is because we're afraid we're not going to get the answer that we want. And then we're going to have to make a choice on that. Right? Like if you ask him, hey, just I won't be upset. Let's just have a really honest conversation. When you go, am I invited? And if they say, I don't know, oh, let's not talk about that. Can we just see how it goes? That's a no. Because someone who is digging you, loving you, wanting you for their future is not making a move without you. They are not planning a move without you. They know, a man knows no matter where he goes and what he does, if he wants you, he will make it work with you. And that together you will be a solid butt team and make it work together. So I'm going to say to you, ask him directly and get that solid answer so you can plan what's best for you. If somebody doesn't, if somebody's, he already knows you would go. He knows you want him. He knows you would be in and say yes. So if he's only hinting and he hasn't said it, that means he's not sure, or he's just kind of maybe possibly stringing it along until he does go. And I know that this is not a good answer or a comfortable answer. And I understand when people ask me a question, they're hoping I say one thing 9 times out of 10. And then if I don't say that in their logical mind, they're trying to find that answer. Like, but he said this, but he did that. Well, men and women are very good at saying just enough to keep people holding on. So, Aries for life, I love you. Everybody here loves you. Everybody tell Aries for life how much we love them. And know that the best way for you to get the most honest, straightforward answer is to ask him the straightforward question. And if that answer doesn't come in a second, that's your answer, especially if you guys are already together. Especially if you're already together. It's not like you have to get to know each other. It's not like any of that. And I know that that's not like we want to hear, oh, yeah, he's going to ask you and he's going to take you and it's going to be beautiful and big and wonderful and you're going to love Atlanta together. A man that is not sure of his own future cannot be sure of a future with you. And a man who hints at something rather than directly says it might not be sure. You two have been together, talked, commingled enough for you to know he could directly say to you, listen, this is my plan. I'm not sure on timelines. Are you in? The other thing, if you don't want to say directly, hey, are you thinking, am I going with you to Atlanta? Are you going to invite me with you? If you don't want to say that directly, just say, it seems like you've been hinting that I might be going. And if you're wanting me to go, I need to start planning for that. So where do we sit with that? And I will tell you, if there are any men on this show right now, if you, I'm just, you know what, forget that. I'm just going to say to you, I think he is not sure what he wants yet. And I think that you should plan accordingly with that. Okay, love? All righty, let's go to the next one. Um one question. Oh yeah, that's Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca, for everything you do. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are they ever going to disclose that ET is real? Yeah, they have, and it is. Um, it's not what we think. It's not what we think. The way they make it look or sound is not how it is. I will tell you, they have been around us for a very, very long time. And they have influenced a lot of our technology, but they've also, another group or faction has influenced our elites and politicians. So there's a number of different factions, we'll call them, and they influence in different ways. Okay. Um, hey, Karen, how are you? Aaron, does my boss like me? Yeah, yeah, so far so good. And the statement I'm hearing, and Aaron, don't take this the wrong way. I don't believe you would. Just don't upset him, and everything will be good. And I don't believe you would upset him. I believe everything's going to go well. You're a good worker, a hard worker. I believe everything's good. Um, just go in, do your thing, and be happy with it. Okay. La 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 la, Elizabeth. If I miss your question, I apologize. I'm trying to do the best to just kind of get through things. Okay. Um, Wait, there's Elizabeth. Would I be successful putting my engravings for sale on eBay and Facebook Marketplace? Yes. Also Etsy. Yes. Yes. And you know what? If you don't have a website, make an easy peasy website. An inexpensive, there are a lot of websites for free. They're copy paste, fill in the box, make a website, have people click to your website. Um, that is what you need to do. Okay, love? Do it. Do it. And reach out to like businesses, especially businesses that have like charcuterie boards, and offer to do engraving of things for them, like their business name or logo on it, that they can like sell to their customers, like for restaurants and or whatever it is. And then yeah, that. Okay, Elizabeth, I hope that's very, very helpful. I'm going to check Podbean. Yep, dun, dun. Okay, Podbean. I think I'm up to date on Podbean. I'm going to look at back over here. Hey, Ishika. Aries for life. I'm going to say this. I know everybody has been in a situation where they're hoping or they want something to work out. And I feel like the strongest way for you to know is to just be very direct, open, and honest. And if you're with someone where you're nervous or afraid to ask them direct, open, honest questions, if you can't do it face to face, just text it. Hey, you know what? You've been hinting about, I think you've been hinting about me relocating with you. Am I wrong? And just ask that way. I don't want to read into things. Am I wrong? If you get a vague answer, that means that person isn't solid in what they want for with you for their future yet. And if they're not, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of times people just ask. Just you don't have to listen to me. Just ask, and I feel like you're going to get every answer you need by what they say and what they don't say. Okay, love? Okay, Ishika, I'm almost going to land a job at these two companies. There's two companies listed. I'm not going to try to pronounce the second one, but the first one, but the second one is Growth School. Where do you see me being happier and have a better career growth? The second one, Growth School, is where you will fit in and do the best. So if that comes about, take it. Elizabeth, did you already ask a question? Did I already answer your question, love? Um, this is a very, very, very sensitive question that you're asking here. And it's another Elizabeth. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay. I don't think you're going to like my answer, Elizabeth. How do animals feel about this? Is very, a very controversial and triggering question for anybody listening. So please be prepared for this. How do animals feel about being raised for human consumption, especially in factory farms? Is it more ethical, empathetic to be vegetarian, vegan? Should we as humans try to eat less animal products? No. No. Um, just like humans, before we come in, we know our purpose. Before we come in, we know our our life path. We understand what our life path is going to be before we come in. We know why we're coming in. We know what we're going to do. Um, so do animals. And someone said to me once, and if you are truly vegan, no matter what I say right now, you are not going to mesh with it. And that's okay. I am not here to change anyone's beliefs or understandings, but I am going to answer this question to the best of my ability with the information I get. I'm more concerned about the animals in the zoo than I am about the animals on farms. I don't think animals should be caged for our entertainment, but you take your kids to the zoo every summer and you call that compassion and education. Wild animals that should be running free in Africa or Zimbabwe or wherever are caged and don't get the appropriate exercise or stimulation. And we call that okay. But that's a personal opinion. It's not a fact. It's just a personal opinion. Okay. We as humans, and I know people will argue and fight with me, but it's been shown we need meat, and meat replacement is less healthy than meat. It's very, very harmful. Dairy replacement, meat replacement, very, very harmful for our body, the chemicals and everything they're putting in it. Um, and you can argue this. I heard this someplace on a video. I didn't save it. I just heard it. It was some expert on there talking about in autopsies, vegetarians' brains are smaller than people who eat meat. That should tell you something right there. There are certain vitamins in beef and other foods that we cannot get anyplace else. Now, if you are compassionate and you want to only eat vegetables and fruits, well, then you're eating something that's alive. You're killing it and eating it. Also, also, okay, now I'm not trying to be controversial, but everything that we consume that is not produced in a factory is alive until we eat it. You watch your tomatoes grow in the back, you see them continue to ripen or grow on your counter when you bring them in, and then you cut them and eat them or cook them and eat them. They also are alive. And you may think, well, they don't have a soul. Really? Do they not? I don't know. I don't know. But they also, vegetables and fruits are also for the purpose of nutrition and vitamins. Flowers, and edible plants and herbs, they grow until we consume them. They are alive. There's many arguments for both sides. Do I eat meat? Absolutely, I eat meat. When I was eating vegan, because I couldn't find meat that didn't have hormones and antibiotics, I was the sickest I've ever been in my life. And I ate organic fruits and vegetables. And you guys probably remember, I would be doing my show and I'd be down for 2 weeks. Like I couldn't get out of bed for 2 weeks. And the truth is, I wasn't getting the nutrients that I needed. And since I found meat that is farmed and grass fed, no antibiotics, no hormones, and I can eat that because I'm allergic to antibiotics. I've been healthier. I've been 100% healthier. I've watched people go from eating meat to uh, becoming vegetarian, and I've watched them lose all their muscle. I've watched them become very daunt. I've watched them look physically unhealthier. I don't think I said that with appropriate English, but we know what I'm saying. We know what I'm saying. Um, And again, I'm going to go back to just like when we come in, we know our purpose up above, on the other side, whatever you, before we come in, we know our purpose, we know why we're coming in, and it's on the other side. It's an honor for us to come in and fulfill this purpose. Okay. It's the same thing. Somebody said to me once, and I was not vegan because I thought it was cruel to animals or cruel to this or cruel to that. I was vegan because, again, I couldn't find meat that was healthy for me. Um, but somebody said once that animals that are for consumption, they consider it an honor. And this was a very, like a guru, yogi type of person. They consider it an honor to come here and to nourish us. Is that true? I don't know. I've not asked any animal. I've not. Um, but what I can tell you is everything that we are supposed to consume for our health and nutrition, whether it's berries off of a branch or a tree or a farm, vegetables, fruits out of a tree, oranges, whatever, it's all alive until we consume it or cook it. All of it. Look at an orange that goes from a seed to a tree to a fruit and has seeds in it, and then we eat it. It's alive until we eat it. If it wasn't alive, it would stop um, ripening, ripening. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying the right word. But what is up with this top today? Jesus Moses. Um, so everything that we consume is alive until we consume it. So do you stop eating vegetables? Do you only eat Fritos and Cheetos that come from tissue from clinics? Didn't know that, did ya? Did ya? Did you know that? Today is like facts on facts on facts. Um, so yes, that's what I have for you. And I'm sorry if that answer is not what you want to hear, but that's the answer they're giving me. If you believe you come in for a purpose, then so does everything else has a purpose. And I want to say this, if we didn't have farms and food, who would own a cow just to own a cow? Would cows go extinct? I mean, these are just things I think every once in a while. Anyway, moving right along now. Moving right along now. Hey, Innocentia. Where's Innocentia? Are they on here? Are they on Podbean? Or are they on? Oh, here we go. They're on YouTube. Here we go. Hi, Toni. Hope you're doing well. I'm in the list of people who are going on. Hi, Toni. Hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you. I'm in the list of people who are going on layoff. That's a question. Am I on the list of people who are going on layoff? I think they haven't decided yet, or they're not. Here's what I'm getting. They're not sure. They're looking. Is her name on the list? Yes. Is she going to be laid off? I'm not sure that you're going to be laid off. You're on a list. I don't know how, if they're going to do it in increments or if they're going to do it all at once, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you're going to make the cut. That's the way they're saying it to me, love. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Um, okay. Heather, I've asked this 5 different times and I've seen evidence saying that I keep getting nay for this particular person, CK, for CK. But I've seen evidence that argues that. Um, Things that they've said, like, this is this. But I keep, every time I ask, I get no longer with us. I could be wrong about that one, but consistently, every single time I ask, I get a nay on that one. Prince, yay. Michael Jackson, yay. Um, Again, Floyd, yay. Okay. Hey, Peter G, how are you? Hey, Laura. Laura says, wow, going through same, moving with my guy to closer to my family. Um, so yeah, well, I think you already know you're moving with your person. So that's good. I'm looking for the next question. Robert White says, I just retired. Do you have any thoughts on what I should be doing with my life? Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's the first thing I hear, Robert. I'm going to tell you this. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Robert, either find a hobby or a side hustle that you can start to do. Um, Sometimes when people retire, they start to just sit around and not do anything. So have specific things you do at certain times. If there is a passion that you had, now's the time to chase that and conquer it. If there's something you always thought about starting or doing, now is the time to do that. Don't just sit around doing nothing, letting the days pile up. Find something you love and do it. Whether it's mentoring younger people into careers, or if it's starting like a uh, donut truck. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Please know I'm making stuff up. Or whatever it is, just find it and then do that. Play with it, have fun with it. It doesn't have to be a serious 40, 50, 60 hour a week thing. It can be twice a week and that's it. And but make sure you have that. Okay, Robert? Uh, la 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 la. Okay. Hey, Maris, how are you? Cow, I think your name is Cow. Hi, Toni. Do you see anything going on with me and Robert? My name is Angel. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Angel. Anything? Do you see anything going on with me and Robert? How interesting, Angel. There's not a lot of information coming in. Give me a second. How are you two? Have you two made it serious yet, Angel? Or is it like in the beginning stages, or are you thinking about the beginning stages? I don't get a solid connection yet. So, Angel, if you can tell me um, if this is, if you guys have, we dated previously and on and off. Okay, thank you, Angel. That helps for what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing is he's here in his energy, and you're here. And his energy, I'm going to be honest with you, your energy, like if I'm putting you two in a bubble, if I see you in a bubble, okay, I see your bubble being clear and you're here. And he's over here in his bubble, but the part of his energy is not so clear. The part by his feet is not so clear. And what that tells me is like maybe he's not moving forward. And as it pertains to this particular question with relationships, because the energy by the feet, which is the moving forward part of the body, is not so clear. It's a little like not clear is what I'm going to say. But here's the thing. I see no connections, no like energy going from him to you, and your energy keeps trying to reach out but it gets stopped. Like at the edge of your bubble it just stops, and it's for your protection, sweetie. Um it's for your protection. I feel like he just really is a person that is he, he may be a person that is not in a place to give you what you want. Now, we can want a specific person, but not the type of relationship they can offer us. And I see this all the time, friends and such. Um, we can really look at this person and go, "But I must have you." But they're not in a place that is able to give you the type of relationship you deserve, the type of relationship you want. And if you end up with this person, you'll end up sacrificing what you want, your feelings, you'll start feeling maybe less than, I don't know, I'm just saying. And then again, you'll be waiting on this person while they're doing what they want, because what they want is very different than what you want. What I'm going to say, Angel, Angel, do you have a grandma on the other side? Her skin is kind of olive or tan. I don't know, olive or tan. Um, and I see her in I can see a woman here very clearly. A woman is here for you. And she is saying, if you just look in another direction, you will have somebody that will give you like the stars and the moon. Um, if you just like turn your head and look over here, there's somebody for you that is going to be so much better. And so, based on what she is saying and how she is saying it, it's this situation probably will never be what you want it to be, and to move to a situation with somebody who could be more than you ever thought. And that is what she is saying, and that's what's really really um important. Yeah, did she have short hair, love, at one point? Did she have shorter hair? um I just see this person with shorter hair, a little bit of her skin isn't white, it's kind of either tan or a little bit olive. She doesn't look like pale or white. She looks like she has a little bit of color in her skin. Um, and at one point, a little bit of shorter hair. And she was not, through her life, she was not super thin, like small boned. She might have been not, I don't want to use the word stocky, but she had some on her, not thin, not a skinny mini. But she's just saying that she can see, she's looking and she can see that you are, and there is somebody that would be very, very interested in you. Um, it's okay. The way she's saying it is he's an impractical sports car. And sports cars are fun, right? They can be fun. They can be pretty to look at. They can be a good time, but they're never going to be the practical like SUV, right? They're always going to be the sports car. They're always going to be that sports car. So find yourself a really awesome SUV. I mean, even Porsche makes a SUV now. Okay. Even Porsche makes an SUV. It doesn't have to be like a Kia. Not there's nothing wrong with Kia, but it doesn't have to be a Kia SUV. It can be like a Lamborghini SUV, but stop looking at a sports car when you want an SUV. Stop looking at a good time when you want a long time. Stop looking at you know, does he want me? Is it gonna to and look at I know he wants me, I know he digs me, I know it is. Okay. So I think that's what she's saying to you. If it's your auntie, and she's saying she loves you. She does show me she is wearing like a white sweater, like this white sweater. So I hope that helps you identify who she is. And yeah, okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I will be back Monday at noon with my next show, Tuesday for the book club. And I might do a pop up show this weekend, but I'm already pretty booked up this weekend. So I'm not sure I'm going to get that in this weekend. But if you hit the buttons you need to hit to know when I go live, you will know when if I do a pop up show or whenever I'm going to be live again. Thank you again, everybody. I love you so much. Have an amazing rest of the week and weekend.